accusation by the several members of the public, including media outlets, claiming that those were your supporters involved in yesterday's carnage witnessed in Waigani. Your take on this?
Thank you, media, for coming here. The ultimate reason why I've asked the media personnel to come today is to clear this air. Yesterday there was a nasty incident that happened at Sir John Guy Stadium by the scrutinous. The incident occurred in the Sir John Guy Stadium by the scrutinous. The scrutinous, when we send, the candidate sent the scrutinous into the country room, and if there is an issue on a box, their role is to dispute boxes and argue on it. And that's what happened in the country room. So after that incident, the supporters of the other candidates, the 76 candidates, realized that the boxes from 6 Mile, in particular John Cowper's, the sitting members' boxes were being tampered with. So some of the polling happened in those locations that were not gazetted, and some ballot papers from different serial numbers were put in the another boxes. So they have rectified this issue in the boxes. So the scrutineers went ahead and argued over the boxes, and they went on to set aside the boxes. But the RO made a decision not to set aside the boxes, but to skip, pending for the decision to come on that boxes. So when it was being skipped, they went on to count the vote 9 and 12 boxes, which is in progress now. So what had happened, the two scrutineers of John Cowper walked out from the Sir John Guy Stadium counting venue. They walked out and informed their supporters outside the gate, and addressed to them that what transpired in the country room. And only then the John Cowper supporters appeared on a truckload with bush knife sticks, stones, and they started instigating problem at the Sir John Guy Stadium. And the supporters of 76 candidates were there. And when they instigated the issue, came to the gate and instigated this issue, the supporters of the 76 candidates charged on them. And it happened, what had happened yesterday. But in particular, on social media and everywhere, they are accusing me, my supporters, for causing this problem. In fact, when they go down to the wires and investigate this one, they will realize that it's not Andapanga supporters. Just because I am from Tari, I am a Tari candidate contesting Port Moresby notice. Just because me, Tari so Taimol Katiman, na Samla Heavy or some Kama, and the Papua New Guinea has a perception to say any bad that happens in the city or everywhere in the country, they continue to blame a Tari. And that is the reason why I have become the victim of the way the Papua New Guineans blame Taris for any unnecessary problem that causes in the city and everywhere. So when all Harimosem, all Katiman and Islas video go viral, also I'm supporter of Andapanga. I'm supporter of Andapanga. In fact, it's not my supporters. It even went to the extreme of the office of the police commissioner. And police commissioner watched up me and said, look, why are your supporters doing it? And I said, Commissioner, it's not my supporters. When the investigations go and when your policemen on the ground will tell you and confirm to you that it's not my supporters, and that is true. My supporters were not part of that. The 76 candidate supporters were there. But today, it's deep. When it runs shallow, we will know who in particular did this. But for them to continue to say that it's supporters for Andapanga is not right, and it did not went well on me. So that's why I called the media to make this press release and clear this air. Classic example: when NBC reporter interviewed someone on the street, maybe must have been a supporter of another candidate, and then say, "Look, this is John Cowper and Andapanga supporters fighting over." It went viral. It went viral. And that's why everybody thinking that I'm going to seek a legal advice and sue this media for deforming my character. And I'm not right. Lord, this is the thing that's now go viral. And then they're thinking that Andapanga caused this problem. I'm not. Sabdas Lumi, not Tari Taso. I am not contesting candidate seats in Hello or Tari policy. I am contesting a seat in the nation's capital. Sabdas Lumi and Chiposta, Gurugasta, Megista, Hagensta, Papua Tolai, Papua New Guineans are supporters of Lumi. They are in my camp. And for them to say it's supporters of Andapanga is not right. That's why I'm going to go down on wires, where whoever that, the reporter that went viral and said supporter of Andapanga. The only person that would have given this kind of information on the ground would have been a police commander on the ground. You know, pick him Nadi Nadi street, not all. What time when it went viral, you know what they did? Now Camp Lomi and start close to the teacher house. And the incident happened up there, opposite of City Hall. And my camp, the supporters camp, was down there, the teachers, this opposite of the teacher house. The policeman came down, broke him 2 black glasses for me. I got a record of the image of the glasses that they broke it down. Or broke him car glass for me, 2 black car for me. My small brother, the brother beg of me, they got iron rod and talked him, and he's admitted at PIH now. The policemen got the wrong conception that they're just Andapanga supporters. So they went and terrorized my supporters. Now, 2 plus scrutinas, Lomila, go back to night shift, law counting. You know what they did? The policemen abused. Now, fighting more, belting more, no go through the gate last night. And then, in fact, I want to appeal to Papua New Guineans that when they go down to the wires and make an investigation and find out who caused this problem, you will all agree with me that it's not Andapanga, it's not Taris. That perceptions of Papua New Guinea continue to blame bad pictures on Tari must stop. In the planning of Tari Bagarab Manstar. For example, I am an educated Tari. I am a Papua New Guinean. I am not Tari in the nation's capital. When I go back to my village, they call me a Tari man. But when I am in the nation's capital, I am a Papua New Guinean. I am sitting for a seat or contesting for a seat in the nation's capital, where the Papua New Guineans will vote me, not Tari. Not Gorga Chibu, one ethnic group or province or electorate will vote me. The Papua New Guineans will vote me, and that is, I am vying for that shit. Port Moresby Northeast is a gateway to the international community. The gateway needs a creative leadership, and I find myself a creative leader. That's why I raised my hand to raise the seats in the nation's capital. I am in the race now. I am at the 2nd spot right now. Now they are into my race. I will take over John Cowper in the next 3 or 4 boxes. I am eyeing this shit closely, and I'm not going to allow my supporters to do this rubbish. If I want to be a leader of this city, why should I let my supporters to terrorize everybody and anybody? I want to change the concept of the Papua New Guineans, the mentality that they have for the Taris. And that is the reason why I am changing. And I contest seats back in hell. The reason why I am contesting here in the nation's capital is to change this concept. To tell Papua New Guinea that Miblano Nungudma. So that is basically my ultimate reason why I called the media to come here. So thank you for you all coming to address this issue, and I'm very happy that people are coming now. And then these perceptions are thinking by Sunny. Thank you.
What will your call be now to the police in the city with the investigations now going?
Regarding the investigations on food, yes, police must do its job, find out how this problem happened, who instigated it, and how then it's a job of the police to go down to the ways and investigation so that something of this will not happen later in the elections or in the city. This to a certain, to a maximum concern, I want to say that this must be go down. They must go down to the wires and investigate this, and it's very serious. We can't take it lightly.
As a concerned candidate, you want counting to continue as soon as possible?
Yes, counting because no time is against us. The time for return of the writs is approaching. We've exactly got about 5 days remaining on the clock, and they must not hinder this program, the progress of the counting. They must continue to count. The scrutineers in the counting rooms, their jobs is to dispute boxes and agree on it, and they are doing their job. And if there is a box being disputed, let it be set aside, skip or sealed. So whoever had the candidates have the consent, they can go to the court and get in order and come back. But as is case now, they cannot disturb the counting process or stop the counting process because of this incident. The counting must continue. Leader must be declared on a clean count. And I'm expecting this to come conclusion before the end of the week, and I'm expecting that result.
Leader, your call to not only candidates, John Kappa in your race for Northeast, but also to Papua New Guineans, well, candidates vying for seats around Papua New Guinea. Your message to them as we only have 5 days left before the return of weeks.
I think I have a good question. The call to all the candidates, we exactly got 5 days remaining, and everybody, all of us, should take equal consent to make sure that counting runs smoothly, no disturbance by our scrutineers or supporters. All of that happened, the polling has gone. What is in the counting room If there is an issue, we will go to the Court of Disputed Returns and argue on it. But a leader must be declared, and we must have a representative in the parliament. So every candidate throughout the country must unite, work with the Electoral Commission, work with the security forces, work with the other candidates and supporters to make sure that the counting continues and we find a leader. And that's my concern. And this is the same thing that I am expecting for the nation's coming.
Thank you, leader. Very good. Nice.